Swayam Prabha. Digital India. Educated India.
Alright guys, in the previous video we had seen the outline of the game and the flow of the game, how the flow would go. This is how the game is played. All this we had seen. Let's give a very quick summary. We had collected a list of movies from IMDb and we had inputted the two players' name for personalization purpose. We had started with 0 points each. We had a variable to keep track of whose turn it is, and we had a variable to keep track of whether they are willing to continue the game or not. And in the person's turn, you have to display that it is his turn. Pick a random movie from this list. Create a question that is encode all characters except space by star. Print the question. Then as long as he says the answer, you repeat this process. You ask him to guess a letter whether it is present in the movie name. If it is present, you need to unlock it, else you say that the letter is not found. For unlocking, what is that we are doing is, in that movie name, if that particular letter is present, that particular star is replaced by the actual letter and other letters just remain star. This is how it happens. It happens repeatedly as well sometimes, because with one character, sometimes the person may able to guess the movie name. In that case, if he wants to guess the movie name, you get his answer, check if it is the correct movie name. If it is correct, display the message it is correct. You increase his score by 1 point and say that this is your score. And once he has said that it is correct, this particular thing comes to an end. The thing of guessing a letter, unlocking the letter, this thing comes to an end. In case if it is wrong, you have to ask him to try it again. And in case if he wants to unlock another character and he doesn't want to have a guess, you need to repeat the same process again. In this particular the subsequent round of unlocking, what you have to do is the letters that were already unlocked must remain unlocked only. That shouldn't be encoded by stars again. So the things that are not yet known to the person is what is encoded as stars. So this is how the game goes. And after he has given the answer, ask him if he wants to continue the game or quit. Based on that, if you act accordingly. If he wants to quit, say that this is the scores and this is the status till now, and give him a good greeting message and say that you want to quit the game. So just say willing is false, that is when the game comes to an end. In case the person wants to continue, what should be done is you should increment the value of turn. As you could see here, you could increment the value of turn so that the next player gets the chance to play. The thing continues this way. You can play the game on and on as long as not even one of them wants to quit the game. You can play the game on and on. So here there are some things that were undefined. If you could see this one, create question, is present, and unlock. These three functionalities are not yet defined, so let us define them one by one. Create question. This is a functionality that has been not defined. So let me define it. So let me say here, I have to define this particular process of creating a question. So let me say diff. This is the way you create a new function. It is creating a question is a function you want to be created. So we will create this question based on a given movie. A movie will be given here. So based on a movie, you need to create a question. Alright. So how do we do this? First, let me capture the length of the movie. Let me say n. Let the movie contain n characters. This includes spaces as well. Please note that this length includes spaces as well. So for example, if you would take this thing, if you would take Golmaal, the movie, there is 3 characters and a space and 4 characters, so it will be counted as 8 characters. See this, Golmaal has 3 characters, space and 4 characters, so it will be counted as 8 characters. So this is how the length of the movie will be counted. So I need to calculate the length. For this we have a predefined function length. length of the movie that has been passed to you. That is, for which movie you want to create a question, get its length. And for encoding, we need to process the individual characters. If it is a space, you should keep it as a space only. Otherwise, you should make it a star. So we have to process as individual characters. So to get individual characters, what you do is, maybe you can say, maybe I will say letters. Let me say the letters is the list I am creating out of this movie name. List of movie. Movie is a string that is this as a single word will be passed. So that would be decomposed into individual letters by this functionality list. So that letters would be a list you will have. And now also you create a new temporary list. Maybe I will call it as temp. That will be used later. We will come to know what is the purpose why we are creating this new list. Because we need to output the encoded format. So the encoded format based on individual character, I will have it as a list and then I will join it to a single string. That is how I am going to do it. So let me do that. So we have to iterate over, that is, we have to move over every character, every letter of the movie name. So that is present, every letter is present in this list, letters. So I have to move over this. For I, let me have a variable that moves over I in the range of how many letters are there, that is captured by this value n, which shows the length, which calculates the length, range of n. Okay, right. If what we should check, if that is a space, I should just keep it as a space, otherwise I should make it a star. So let me say that is found in letters. If letters at that position I is equal to a space, then to this temporary array, the output array, I have to append, that is, I have to add at the end of the current list, I have to add a space. Else, if it is not a space, I have to add the same character. I have to add the character star. So every letter is encoded by star except the space. That is taken care of here. If it is a space, you append a space. Else, you append a star. That's what you had done. So now your temporary array contains the encoded form of your the temporary list contains the encoded form of your movie, which is nothing but your question. You call that as your question, so you need to return it. But your question is a single word, not a list. So you need to make it a single word. For that, we have a built-in functionality called join. So let's make use of it and we will join it. So let me call it as, maybe let me say it is a question. It's nothing but, irrespective of any character, just keep joining. Just keep joining every letter. You convert the letter into a string format. Because string format, it is easier for you to join. So we are converting into string format for every letter X in the temp array. So how this works, let me once again say this. Temp is the array which has, the temp is the list which has the stars and spaces with respect to the chosen movie name. So say for example, if our movie name is Golmaal, then with respect to G, a star is appended. Then with respect to O, star is appended. And with respect to L, star is appended. Here is a space. So space is appended. Then star, 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 star. This is how you have encoded, and you have it as an individual character. For each of that individual character, you convert into a string and keep joining into one composite string, that is as one question. So this I don't want it as a list of 8 characters, but I want it as one string of 8 characters. That is one word of 8 characters, something like that I want it. So that is what I'm doing by this join function. So I have created this question. So now let me return the question. That's it. Create question now works. If you would see here, when you would say create question, what you do is you calculate the length of the movie, you convert it into individual characters, the list of individual characters, because based on the characters you have to append. That is, if it is a space, you just keep it as a space. That's what is taken care here. If it is a space, then keep it as a space itself. Else you have to put a star, and then now from the list you merge back and get back the original string. Get back as a string. That is a question. So you get back the question and you return that question. That is, instead of having a list of some characters, you merge those single individual characters and make it a single string and return that single string. That is what we are doing here with the help of this join functionality. All these are predefined functionalities. Alright, so create question part is over. So sorry, this is picked movie. I'm sorry for this. Picked movie has to be part. It's not just picked. It's picked movie. Then given that I have copied pasted even here. I'm sorry. This is picked movie, not picked. Alright. Okay. So now the warnings occur at is present. Undefined name is present and undefined name unlocked. So we will define them slowly. So let us define that. Define. So let me space that a single functionality is not defined. Is present. Is present. So what are the characters? What are the things I have passed? One letter and a movie. So I have to see if this particular letter is present in the movie name. So this is what I have to check in this functionality. So let me say I will have a counter. So for this, what do I do is, my logic is I will count the number of occurrences of the letter in this movie. There is a functionality, predefined functionality for strings to count the number of occurrences of a character. Say for example, my name Vidya. If I want to count the number of occurrences of letter A in Vidya, if I have a functionality, if I pass Vidya and A to it, I would get back 1 as the answer, because the letter A occurs once in the string Vidya. In case if I would give the input as T, letter T is not present in Vidya, so it would output 0. It would return back you the answer as 0, because this occurrence of T, that is the letter T, occurs 0 times in the word Vidya, whereas the letter A occurs 1 time in the word Vidya. If it occurs multiple times, maybe if you could take some, maybe you can take it in the same movie itself. Say Dangal, letter A occurs 2 times, so it will return 2. So if the letter is present, it will return a non-zero value, that is some positive value. If it is not present, that function will return a 0 value. If the value is 0, then the letter is not present. That is the logic we are going to use here. We are making use of a predefined functionality of strings. Okay, so I need to get the count. So let me get the count. Let us say C for count equals to movie dot count. That's it. This is the functionality, count of letter. So this particular functionality will count how many times this letter occurs in that movie name. So it will count if this value of C is equal to 0, that means the letter is not present. So is present is what you are asking. If that is present. So given that it is 0, it means it is not present. So you are supposed to return false. Return false. Sorry, false. Else, what should be the case? You should return true. So I guess this is quite intuitive. Only thing that we are using is, this is a predefined functionality, count, that counts the number of occurrences of the particular letter in the movie. So if the movie doesn't contain that letter, then it will return 0, which will say that false, for which we are returning false, that is, this letter is not present in that movie name. Or else we will say it is present. So is present functionality has been defined. So if you could see, the warnings are disappeared. The warnings have disappeared. So here only warning that is still there is unlock. So we need to define this. Let us do it. Or maybe you can have pause here for some time. Just see into the flow once again, and now we have defined these two new functionalities. You may even see to the flow and pause in that particular point where this functionality is being called. You trace what is happening, how things are done. Just trace it for a clear understanding. So maybe I would recommend you guys pause here, understand the flow completely, and then proceed. Now comes the unlocking part. We will do it. So before going to the unlocking part, please do make sure that you have understood the flow till here. Alright, I hope you guys have paused and understood the flow till here. Let us get with unlocking part. Define, unlock. For unlocking, what are all the things I am having? The modified question, let me call it question itself. Here it doesn't matter. And then you have a movie name, that is a picked movie name you have passed, then the particular letter. Alright, oh, here it is letter then. I'm sorry for this. This is letter because we are not using the term character. Character is the technical term that generally is being used in computer science for letters. Letter is a intuitive term for anyone who knows English. So it's better if we use letter itself. So here also it's letter. Sorry for this confusion. Okay, so everywhere I have. Okay. So far so good. So we have the question, that is the status till now, that is how many letters have been unlocked or nothing has been unlocked. If nothing has been unlocked, all letters will be encoded as stars and spaces will remain as spaces. If something has been opened, then that particular letter will be visible, others will be encoded as star, and the spaces will remain as spaces. This movie will contain the actual movie name, and the letter is the letter which the person wants to unlock. That is, this will in this case you note that it will never happen that that letter is not present, because here itself we are making a check. If that letter is present, only then we are getting into the unlocking part. If it is not present, we just say that it's not present. So here that particular thing you need not worry about. If the letter, what if the letter is not present, what will I unlock? So you need not worry about it. The letter will be definitely present. Okay. So I need to process character wise. So similar to how we did the create question part, we will break the string into list of characters. So that is what we will be doing now. We are going to refer to this movie, so let me call it as reference list of movie. Okay, then I want this question list as well, so let me call it as question list, or maybe QL for short, anything. No, it's not a problem, we can even have it as question list. The question list is nothing but list of the question. Question is nothing but the status till now, it is how many characters are unraveled and has been known to the player, and how much has been not unraveled. So this is the question basically here, and same like that for output sake we will have a temporary list. If you could understand the create question part well, this would be easier for you. So that's why I had recommended that you guys please do pause and take a look at it. In case you feel that you again need to take a look at it, it's never a problem. You can pause here, take a look at it. You understand that really well, then now proceed here. Alright, so I believe you guys are now very clear with all the parts. So let's proceed. Similarly, I would find the number of characters in the movie. So that is determined using the predefined functionality, like number of characters in the movie. And so let me iterate in a similar way for I in range of n. So for each of that, what should I do? If that particular character in this reference list is the actual letter, or if it is a space, you have to append the space only, else you have to append the stars or the characters that is already there as per the scenario. So let us do it. Let us first have it. If the letter in the movie, actual movie name, if the letter is equal to a space, or if that letter is equal to the letter that you had asked, what should you do? You should append the actual letter to the output. You should add the actual letter to the output. Reference of I. Why do we do that? If it is a space, or if it is the desired letter in that particular position. See, for example, maybe Anand is the movie that is being picked, and A is the letter they are seeking for. At the first position, the letter is A, which is the desired letter. So in that case, I should reference that list. I should move to that list and take that particular character and append it to my output. So my output should also show A. A is the letter the player is seeking to unlock, and A is present in that position, so A has to be appended in the output. Else, if it is none of them, else what should I do? I should check whether this particular question list has star in it in this position, or it is not star. That means, say for example, the same movie Anand. In the first iteration, probably the person has unlocked A and he wants to unlock D now. Let us just assume he wants to unlock D. So, what is the thing that it is? So, our letter now we want to unlock is D, and the question is A star, and movie is Anand. This is what is passed to us. So the reference list will contain A, N, D in single characters, as list of single characters. The question list will contain A star star as a list of characters, and this is our output list, and we have taken the length, and it is this reference list at this position is not a space. Also, it is not equal to our letter D, so it will come to the else part. So you have to check. So he wants to unravel D. It shouldn't be the case that you should give him star D. You should give him A star D. That should be the output, right? So you have to check whether the question list has star or some other character. That is, that character might have been unraveled during the previous runs. So you have to check it. So let me check it. If the question list at that particular position contains star, if that is containing star, then you append star. Then you append a star. Else, what you do? Sorry, it's a spelling mistake. Append. Okay, and here it is. Else, you append the actual character. Sorry, it's again a spelling mistake. Sorry. Append the actual character. Where is the actual character present? It is present actually in both the places, in this reference list as well as the question list, because during the previous run of unraveling also you would have referred to the reference list and unravel. So you can use any of the two, question list of I or reference list of I, that is the ith position of question list or the reference list. You can use any of them. Let me use reference list of I. So I have appended it. Okay, so in a similar fashion, so now given that I have iterated in this, would be done for all the characters, all the letters of the movie. Given that we have completed, if we have completed, now we would have got the output list as a list of characters. We want it as a single string. So similar to our previous operation, we would do a join functionality. So let me say this is my, let me say this, I'll copy. This is what I'm basically precisely doing. That's why I'm just copying and pasting it. So question is already given, so let us say this as question new. Just for clarity's sake, I'm saying this is question new. New question we got, and now return the new question. So whatever we have done is almost very much similar to what is done in the create question part. So if you could understand that there, you can definitely understand it. What you need to take care is, if it is a space or if it is the required character, then you append the required character. Else, you see if it is a star, that is it has been not unraveled in the previous run, then you append a star. Else you append the actual character. For here, you could use reference of I or question list of I as well. Anything can be used, because during the previous runs of unraveling as well, you would have referred to the reference list and you would have followed the same procedure. So it doesn't matter, both will be actually the same value, so you could use any value. And then now we are joining the output list into a single string and we are returning that string. This is how unlocking works. Alright, now maybe you can pause and have a look at the entire code, how things go on, how everything works. You just have a look at it. Let's run this in the next video. Alright, in the previous video we have seen the various parts of the code. We had seen the play method and the various other sub methods it is using. So let us just have a very quick recap of it. We had collected the list of movies from IMDb site. We had inputted the two players' name, and we had started off with 0 points each. We had different variables like turn, willing, as the name suggests. It makes sure that the turn is alternated and the game goes when both are willing to play. Even if one person is not willing to play, the game comes to an end. And to alternate the turns, we are making use of this mod operator. And during each turn of the person, you need to randomly pick a movie and create a question. So how create question works here, if you could see, create question, what it does is it splits into the individual characters. It sees if the individual letters, it sees if the letter is a space, you just keep it as a space. If it is some other letter other than space, you encode it as star. So this is how question has been created. And once question has been created, question is displayed to him, and the player is asked to guess a character, guess a letter that is present in the movie name. So he has to guess the letter. So once he has given a letter, you first check if that letter is present in the movie name or not. So to check if it is present in the movie name, we are making use of a built-in functionality count that will say how many times this particular letter has occurred in that particular word. So movie is our word. In that movie, how many times this letter has occurred. If it has not at all occurred, it will return 0. Otherwise, it will return a non-zero positive value. So if it is returning a 0, you say it is false. That is, it is not present. Is present while our claim is false. Otherwise, it is true. So that's how we are returning the false and true values correspondingly. And if it is not present, you say that this letter is not found. If it is present, you have to unlock the letters. So for unlocking, what do? You do something very similar to that what we have done in create question. We open the string into list of letters. You open the string into list of characters, and based on each character, if it is a space or that actual letter which he has wanted to unlock, you append that letter into the output string. Otherwise, if it is not unlocked yet, and it is not that letter as well, then you have to append star, else you have to append the letter that has been unlocked till now. And this is how we have created the output list. Now we merge the individual characters of output list into a single string and return that single string. So this is how unlocking has been done. Once unlocking has been done, you print the unlocked version, and based on that, the user can take two decisions. Either he can guess the name of the movie, or he can unlock another character. If he wants to unlock another character, the same process is repeated. If he wants to guess the movie name, you ask him to answer. You check if it is correct. If it is correct, say that he has said the correct answer and increase his points by 1 and show him his points. And once he has said the correct answer, this particular thing of asking for a character, unlocking, guessing, all this comes to an end. So this is how the movie goes. This is how the game goes. And once he has said the answer, what should you do is you should ask him if he wants to continue the game or not. If he wants to continue, let him play. That is then the value of if you say if he wants to continue, then the value of turn is increased by 1 in order to facilitate the next player play the game. In case he wants to quit, then the game totally comes to an end. Before ending the game, you show the status, greet them well, and then you end the game. This is how the play goes. Okay, before starting with the running of the code, I would like to just say something here. If you would see, I have typecasted it with int. These are all some machine dependencies, maybe some operating system dependencies. In some cases, it may happen that you need to typecast it, or in some systems, in Linux-based systems I have used, you need to use a function raw input for string and input for the other data types. These are all just some few dependencies. You can always look it up as to what is the problem online and you can fix it. These were some dependencies on Mac OS, so I had rectified them. very trivial. Just I'm typecasting it into int. If some of you have already been familiar with Java or you have heard of Java, even Java works like this. It takes all inputs by default as string, so we need to convert it into the type whatever we need. Here we know that the input is either 1, 2, something like that. It's a number, so that's why I'm typecasting it as an int. So this is just a few dependencies. So for Mac, this is one of the dependencies for Mac OS. For Linux OS, one dependency I observed was it takes two functions, raw input and input. So you can look it up. Depends on, maybe for Windows there may be some dependencies. You can always look it up in case if something doesn't work. You can always look it up. You can see as to what is the solution. You have a lot of solutions available online on Stack Overflow, and there are many such sites where people generally post their problems, and there are many who help with solutions to all this. Is purely managed by people. It's amazing. You get good responses there, and you if you know some answers, if you contribute, that is a different feeling. It's a different kind of proud feeling you would get. I would recommend that you guys be a part of such community where you can interact with your fellow programmers and you can gain more knowledge. As you would generally would have heard, peer knowledge is something that is uncomparable to other types of knowledge. Even in your college study time, college or school, even you could have remembered, you would have done a group study. Those memories are something, those things are something that has no match for it. So it's always the case that peer learning has a very good advantages associated with it. So the one such peer learning thing for programming is this thing, Stack Overflow, such online platforms. You can always look up to it. Maybe you can try reading through the solutions already present. You can gain more knowledge, and you can also contribute if you know something. There is a website for almost everything. For those who are not from computer science background as well, Stack Exchange has got a lot of websites. You can see to it. Maybe you would have seen through it already. If not, also please be a part of such community, so where you actively discuss about the current happenings of your field and you stay updated with it. So this is I'm just telling this so that you guys can be a part of this amazing community where you stay updated with the hot happenings of your field. That's it. So this thing I had just looked up and I had included it. Nothing more. Now let's run the program. Okay. Layer 1, please enter your name. Okay. Let me enter. Maybe let me say ABC. Layer 2, please enter your name. Let me say XYZ. Okay, some characters are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 characters without any spaces. So I'm not able to guess what is the movie. So let me play smartly. It is generally a practice that you usually unlock vowels. So you try with all vowels, then why? This is generally a practice, because in almost any movie name you see, you would have these letters occurrences almost all the time. So this is general practice. So I'll start with A. So A is present only once, so this is unlocked. Okay. And maybe I want to unlock another character. I would unlock E. E is not found. Okay, let me unlock I. Yeah, I is found. Let me unlock another character. O is not found. U not found. Y found. Yeah, I guess now I know the movie name. Let me guess it. Drishyam. Correct. ABC, your score is 1, it says. And do I want to continue or quit? Let me continue. Alright, oh, this is the problem. We had to make a small rectification, then everything will work good. Let us do it very quickly. See, I have not changed the name here. It's P2. It's player 2's turn. I had copy pasted and we had missed changing the name. So let us do it very quickly. So this is how it happens actually. You run and by then something unexpected comes. Then you come to know that, oh, I skipped it. And this is how programming happens. So in case you're making mistakes, please never get disheartened. All this is a learning process. Failures are the stepping stones for success, they say. It's very much true in case of programming. Through lot of mistakes only, you come to know whatever is the correct way. P2 I have to change here, and yeah, somewhere else here I need to change same line. So okay, anywhere else do I have to change? Do I have to change anywhere else? No, I guess. Yeah, fine. Alright, let me save. Let me open a new console. Better let me open a new console, a fresh console, and let me run it. Run. Okay. Layer 1, enter your name ABC. Layer 2, XYZ. Your turn. Some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 characters. Let me guess A. I'm lucky that probably I'm getting the same movie. Let me unlock another. I get I. Yeah, I got the same movie. Let me guess now. It's yeah, correct. So let me continue. XYZ, your turn. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All this is probable actually because we are randomly picking a movie. That's it. So it may be the case that both the players get the same thing. This is highly lesser a probability, but if you want to make it still the least, you want to decrease the probability that both people get the same movie name, you increase the number of movies in the list. That is what, because here we have just 10 movies basically, because we were not interested in scrolling through the IMDb list. Our aim here is to learn the programming part and not to watch movies. So I just had picked some 10 movies from IMDb. Maybe if you would pick more movies, there were 250 movies that were displayed there. If you would pick some 100 movies, 200 movies, this probability that both people get the same thing is very rare. So maybe I'm able to guess it here. I hope next time I'll get some other movie. Yeah, I'm getting some other movie. So let me say with my letter A. These are the things. So let me unlock another letter. E. Yeah, I guess now I'm able to guess the movie. See, with vowels, you are able to guess the movie very quickly. Zameen. So wantedly, let me say without spaces. I want to check if it works fine. Wrong answer. See, it is not accepting. The movie name contains spaces, so you have to give spaces. It doesn't accept the other way. Perfect. So I have to say again some letter. So let me say R. Given that I know that this is a movie name, I say R. Okay. So it is unlocked. So I have to guess the movie name this time properly with spaces. I'll give Zameen Par. Okay. Yeah. ABC, your score is 2, and I want to continue. XYZ. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, this XYZ must be a very lucky person. He's getting the same thing. This occurs because we have very less number of movies. If you increase the number of movies in the list, you will get a better choices every time. Yeah, fine. Continue. Again, I'm getting the same. Wow. Okay. Oh, it's some different movie. Alright. See, I was seeing the same movie again and again, and I was thinking it is picking the same movie again. No, it is some different movie. So I don't know the answer. What would I do? Okay, let me give my same answer. It will anyway say it's the wrong answer. Let's see. Yeah, I have to try again with some other letter. Okay, A, E, I, O, U, Y. Alright, now I know the movie. Now let me write. Now I have come. That is a movie name. Sorry, I should say that I want to guess the movie. Then I will. So, okay, I'll write. Now I have come. Perfect. Now I want to quit. Let me press 0. See, I am greeted. ABC, your score is this. XYZ, your score is this. And I am greeted. Alright, so this is how the program output had appeared, and this is how the game was played. You would have seen that. And during the run of the game, one thing you would have noticed is sometimes one movie got repeated often. Some movies may get repeated often. This is usually a case even when we play manually, right? See, assume that you are playing the same game for some 1 hour, 2 hours, something like that. Then sometimes it may happen that you forget that you had already said that movie name, you had already asked that as a question, and you may post the same question again. It happens. The same thing happens with the computer as well. Computer, how does it does? It has a list of movies. It picks a movie name randomly. It's purely a probability. So we can never guarantee that you will never get a repetition. That is, in case, for example, say the movie Dangal. If it has been picked, I can never give you a guarantee that again Dangal will never be picked. So that we can never guarantee in this randomly picking method, because for this repetition to occur, the probability associated, the math behind it, the probability is non-zero probability. It is not a zero probability. There is some minimal probability with which this repetition can occur. It is evidently visible because we have only 10 movies in our list. In case if you increase the number of movies, if you have some 100 movies in the list, this probability of repetition is very, very less, and it is not very evident that there is a repetition, but there will be repetition. The probability of it is non-zero, so that there may be repetitions may occur there. You can never guarantee that repetitions would never occur. So maybe for that you can think of some strategies. Can you think of some other way other than randomly picking from a list? Can you pick the movies such that repetitions will never occur? Can you pick the movies from the list in some other method? You can brainstorm with lot of various other methods as well as to implement this. This is not the only way. There are many ways by which you can implement the same thing. You can come up with the variants in the implementation we have done. You can probably make this particular thing. We had copy pasted for player 1 and player 2, right? You can make this particular thing as a sub function, and you can just make it as a single function call instead of making these many lines. So that is your you making this as a single function and reusing the same function when needed. You can do that. That is one of the improvisation you can do with this implementation, and as well as a lot can be done. This is not the one standard way. There are many ways. Also, for the game, there are many standard variants. Maybe you can have some constraints like maximum 10 guesses is allowed. More than that, you cannot allow the person to guess. Something like that. You can have constraints, and maybe you can vary the points based on in which guess he gets it right. You can vary the point scheme. You can do anything. For imagination, sky is the limit. You can do a lot of variants. You can go on and on. You can come up with many different implementations. You can even create some brand new game with this as well, with the different variants set up, as I had said, with different incentive schemes, with different points. You can have any type of game you can create with this. So I would recommend that you guys do give some thoughts over it, come up with your own variants, do discuss that in the discussion forum. And as I had said in this video itself, peer learning is something that is that has no match. So I would recommend that you guys please do discuss in the discussion forum, foster peer learning, and you also enrich your knowledge as well. So thanks for watching the video till now. Please do take part in the discussion forum. Please discuss your variants, your different strategies of implementation, or any idea regarding this you have got. You can please do discuss that in the discussion forum. Thanks for watching till now. Have a nice day. Hello guys, welcome to yet another programming screencast. In this programming screencast, we are going to see of a data structure called as the dictionaries. I hope you are familiar with the term data structures, because in your previous weeks you have been introduced to a data structure called list. This week we will see a data structure called dictionary. So dictionary, as the word says, it is similar to the English dictionary or any language dictionary for that matter. How is the data stored in the dictionary? You have words and meanings corresponding to it. So there are two items in this dictionary, word and the meaning. Something like that. Even in Python dictionaries you have two elements, and the relationship between the two is what is modeled by this data structure called dictionary. Technical terminology is key and the value is what they say. It is key and the value is what they say. Key is nothing but a unique identifier for a given value. For example, this is a common example which people generally say. There may be multiple people sharing a same name in a college. In that case, to identify a student uniquely, the college may assign some ID number. Something like that. There is a unique ID associated with an item that is called as key, and the value is nothing but other details about the item. For example, assume there are more people by the name Amit. So, if there are multiple persons with name Amit, they may assign some ID number and they may store the person's name. So that ID number would uniquely identify which person is being referred to as. Something like that. In such applications, this dictionary data structure is highly useful. So we'll take some other example. This student ID and the student details is something which generally people say. So let us take some other example in this screencast. I'll take the currency conversion concept. So here our keys, that is the unique things, will be the name of the currency, and the value will be the conversion factor. So I'll take Indian rupees as the base. So I'll take the different currencies, dollar, euro, yen, whatever you say, and dollar is the key and value is nothing but $1 equals how many Indian rupees. That will be my value. This is what I am going to take in this screencast. So dictionary, as you could see, is a data structure that models this kind of relationship, that there is a unique identifier and a value associated with it. So a two element relationship is what is captured here. Okay, let us see how shall we create a dictionary. It's very simple. How did you create a list? You said L equal to this kind of brackets, right? This will create a list. Something like that. For creating a dictionary, you have to give the name of the dictionary, conversion factor. Let me name that itself, conversion factor. This is a dictionary. See, this is the curly braces. As you could see here, these are the curly braces. Curly braces denote the dictionary. So if I say this and press enter, an empty dictionary gets created. So if I say conversion factor and press enter, see, an empty dictionary is what is shown as a output. So now what should I do? I should start adding the values. That is, I should start adding the conversion factor for various currency systems. As I said, I will be taking the Indian rupees as the standard one, that to which we want to convert. So that is what, from this particular currency system, be it dollar or euro or yen or whatever be that, from there we want to convert it to the Indian rupees. That's what we want to do here. I want to add the value of dollar. Please note that these are just approximate values. I want to add the value dollar. So how should I do that? Here goes the syntax. Please observe. Conversion factor. This is the name of the dictionary, and I need to use the same brackets that I used in list. Here I should give the value of my unique key. Here my unique key is, I'll say dollar. Dollar is my unique key and equal to what is the corresponding value. I assume that it is 60 rupees. $1 equals 60 rupees. This is just my assumption. So I give the name of the dictionary. As you could see here, I give the name of the dictionary, this brackets, the square brackets. Within the square brackets, I give my key, that is the unique identifier, and equal to the corresponding value. This is the syntax of how you have to add a new item. So a new item got added. How would we know? Let us just display the conversion factor. See, a new item got added. $:60. So dollar is the key. The corresponding value is 60. It got added. If I want to add further more items, I can add it. Let me do that. Euro equals, let me say 80. This is just an approximate. See, if I print it now, you see, you got it. $:60, Euro:80. Another item got added up. So this is how dictionaries work. You have a key which uniquely identifies your value, and the associated thing is what you call as a value. Now let us see how can we view the dictionary. So this is in a console I am doing it, but when you do it in your program, you generally use the print command. Just like how you gave print of the list, something like that you can give here as well. Print conversion factor, which is the name of our dictionary. You can give this. See, this got printed. Dollar and then euro. And now let us see how can we access the individual items. So if I want to know what is the value of euro, how would I do that? I would say conversion factor of, the key is euro. That is, I want to know the value corresponding to euro. See, 80 is shown as the output. That is, corresponding to euro, the value stored is 80. So this is how you access the specific values. You retrieve the specific values. Now, if you want to list out all the keys present in your dictionary, you need to say conversion factor, which is the name of our dictionary, dot keys. This is a functionality. If I put this, see, I got the list of all keys that has been encapsulated into some special data structure. So if you want it to be displayed in a list, I need to convert it into list. You could see here. So if I convert it into a list, I got the output as a list. This lists the all keys that are present in your dictionary. If you want to list the values, that is the associated item, if you want to list it, it is simple. Instead of keys, you put values. And as you could see here, the values are listed. The corresponding values are what is listed. In case you want to fetch both keys and values simultaneously, that is, what are all the items that is present in the dictionary is what you want to see. The dictionary name, here it is conversion factor dot items. It will list the items in the dictionary. See, it says $:60, euro, this whole thing is what you call as tuple. That is nothing but something which is a constant as of now. $and 60, these are associated ones. You cannot separate it, something like that. Also, if you want to know what are all the functionality that is available, conversion factor dot and press the tab key, you get the list of all functionalities, whatever is available, and from this, whatever is the item you want to know, you can type that. For example, let me say pop is the functionality I want to know, and I want to know what this functionality does. You just put a question mark at the end. So it gives the documentation corresponding to it. So it says it will remove the specified key and return the corresponding value. If key is not found, it will raise an error. For example, here dollar and euro is there. Now if I say conversion factor of n. I know that there is no such key, but still let me show you. See, it has raised what is called the key error. It states that this particular key is not present in your dictionary. So that key error would be raised in case if the key what you asked is not present. Otherwise, it will remove that key and return you the value associated with it. There are a lot of functionalities available. As I had said, using the tab key, you can get to know of all those functionalities. Now we shall see updating. This, for example, I had written dollar is 60 and euro is 80. I suddenly came to know that the value of dollar has been changed. So I want to update it. How would I do that? Please observe, it is very similar to inserting a new key. Conversion factor of dollar is equal to the new value. Let me say it was not 60, it is 65. Let me say 65 and enter. Now let me list the dictionary. See, it got updated. It was 60 initially, it got updated to 65. So this particular statement is same for create as well as update. If such a key is present already, it will update the old value and write the new value. If it is not present, it will insert a new value. That is what this statement does. This is the same syntax for both create as well as update. So how shall we delete a specific key from the dictionary? So let me add one more element, conversion factor of n. This is just my approximation. I assume that it is 50 rupees. This is my assumption. Okay, so let me enter. So now let me check what is in my dictionary. So my dictionary contains dollar, euro, n. Now I want to delete some values. Say for example, n is something I had inserted, but then I realized that I don't need it, so I want to delete it. So how would I do it? Observe the syntax. del is the keyword for delete. Del space name of the dictionary, and inside that you need to give the key. So it would search for the value corresponding to the key and delete that key value back. This is what this functionality would do. See, it would have got deleted. Now let me display. See, it was deleted. See, in the initial stage when we printed, we had n. I had deleted it, and so if you would see in this updated dictionary, there is no specific value corresponding to n. In case I give some key which is not in the dictionary, it would throw a key error as you had seen earlier. So this is how you handle with dictionaries. As I had said, let us do a small currency conversion. So I want the value in rupees. This is 30 euros. I want the value in rupees. It is nothing but the value of euros currently, E into whatever is the conversion factor corresponding to euros is what I wanted. Now check the value of R. It's 2400. So 30 euros is nothing but 2400 rupees. So in such situations, using a data structure like dictionary is very handy. I would recommend that you guys use this tab key and explore whole lot of functions that are available in dictionaries. Keep exploring, keep learning. Happy learning. Thanks for watching the screencast. Have a nice day.
Happened. I see you are not able to sync your lips properly, and that's why your expressions are not good. Actually, the problem is I don't know Punjabi, and so I don't know the lyrics and its meaning. So if you can help me with the lyrics, then I can sync my lips accordingly. I hope that won't be a much trouble for you. No, that is not a trouble for me. I'll just write a program and let you know the lyrics. Oh, program! That's awesome. Yeah, I can write a program for this. Yeah, sure. Then you give me and then I'll by heart the lyrics. Perfect.
Hey everyone, as you saw Shubhada struggling with the lyrics of a Punjabi song. Here I am to help her through Python, through coding. You must be surprised how can we do it. In Python there are many state-of-the-art technologies. One of them is speech recognition. Speech recognition is an API that has been provided to us by Google. In this particular library, it will just convert the audio file that you supply to text. It will convert the audio file to text. So it will be easier for Shubhada to by heart the lyrics then and improve on her dancing skills. So first of all, how can you install it? Yes, you first need to install it. You just use the command sudo pip install speech recognition. You just go to your terminal and type sudo pip install speech recognition. It will ask you the password and then it will be downloaded to your PC. So it is very easy to install this particular library, that is speech recognition. You just need to type on your terminal sudo pip install speech recognition. And there are many steps involved here too. I'll suggest you to create the audio file with the help of your microphone, as I did just now. As I'm Punjabi, I know Punjabi, so I just spoke the words of the song in microphone and recorded the file. Then I converted that particular file to .wav extension. Yes, whatever you record, whatever you need to convert to text, you need to convert that particular audio file to .wav extension. I repeat, this is very necessary. Speech recognition only works on .wav extension files. You must have recorded the files and it may be in .wp4 and any other extension. But if it is not in WAV extension, you need to convert it into WAV extension. So first of all, you have to create an audio file with the help of your microphone and then you need to convert it into WAV extension. WAV extension, your audio file can be converted to WAV extension online. There are many sources that are readily available. You can easily convert your audio file into WAV extension. So basically what steps are involved here? First of all, you have to install speech recognition. I repeat, you have to install speech recognition with this particular command, that is pip install speech recognition. After that, you have to create an audio file with the help of your microphone, whatever you need to convert to text. And then you have to convert this particular audio file to .wav extension. These are the 3 steps that are involved here. First of all, you need to do these 3 steps and then we will program. So let us do these 3 steps and program.